Hello everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh chat channel, and today is my 100th video upload, I guess. So, I know I only have like 41 of you guys, but it means a lot, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for, I noticed over the last couple of weeks I've been getting a steady, subscriber rate, and I'm very happy about that. I'm happy about each and every one of you guys, and if you guys have any suggestions, because I've had suggestions before about like doing a Seto Kaiba like Joey match, and I'm planning to maybe do that in the near future. That'd be awesome. But I would like we would have like stuff like that. But I really, if you guys have anything you would like to see on this channel is for you guys out there, for you Yu-Gi-Oh guys out there that love Yu-Gi-Oh as much as me and have been playing forever, or you're just new to the game, or you just want to learn about anything and everything Yu-Gi-Oh, from the show to anything else. But if you have any suggestions for this channel, feel free to comment, sub me, email me, anything, because I love suggestions and I take them into consideration a lot of the times and do them because of that. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your support. So let's get started on this deck. For my 100th upload, I'm going to talk about an old deck that has a lot of sentimental value to me. Maybe not to you if you played against it back in the day, but this is the deck that I played doing scapegoat format, the legendary scapegoat format, back in the day. I used to run scapegoat format. I ran this deck. Now, I didn't make this deck completely. I suggested cards and everything, but it was me and my older brother at the time, who was like 15 and I was 13. He suggested this deck. We built this deck together. We played with it together. We took it to tournaments together. We did everything together with this deck. This deck really was so busted and so fun, but I'll go over the deck list right now. So let's get started. This deck ran Grandior, and it ran a second type of engine that I'll talk about later, but you ran 3 Grandior, 2 Magician of Faith, 2 Spear Dragon, 2 Amber, 2 Cannon Soldier, 1 Breaker, 1 Tribal Infecting Virus, 1 Cyber Jar, 1 Fiber Jar, 1 Sinister Serpent, 3 Scapegoat, 3 Metamorphosis, 2 Giant Trunades, 2 Creature Swaps, 1 Swords, 1 Heavy, 1 MST, 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Premature Burial, 1 Change of Heart, 1 Snatch and Steal, 3 Barrel Behind the Door, 2 Solemn Warnings, 1 Ceasefire, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Torrential Tribune, and 1 Call of the Haunted. Your main fusion monster that you went into, though, with Metamorphosis was Thousand Eyes Restrict. You could use Scapegoat, you could use Amber, you could use Magician of Faith after it's been flipped up, you could use Sinister Serpent and then reuse Sinister Serpent if you had 2 Metamorphs in your hand. So many crazy plays. You could go Scapegoat, Cannon Soldier them to death, because Cannon Soldier back then was very good. But I'll talk about some of these other plays you had too. If you had Grandior, that was a 19 beat stick. Okay, Grandior reads, and you may play with this game if you played the old Game Boy games and Nintendo DS games, but this card, you gain 1,000 life points when it's summoned. When it's destroyed, you lose 2,000 life points. Okay, so what we would do is we would use this card if we had Barrel Behind the Door. So that means I gain 1,000 life points. Okay, when Grandior gets destroyed, you take 2,000 life points. And my brother loved pulling this play off. He's the one that engineered this play, that it worked like crazy. It was really fun to play. You could creature swap with Amber. Your opponent takes 2,000 life points. This was really an awesome combo. You had Spear Dragon, which pierced. You had Magician of Faith to reuse your stuff. Cannon Soldier with Scapegoat, or Scapegoat with Metamorphs to make Thousand Eyes Restrict. Pot of Greed to draw Premature Burial because Monster Reborn was banned. Solemn Judgment was at 2 at that time. Giant Trine created OTKs and cleared the field to do stuff. Creature Swap, just a good card. Fiber Jar, Cyber Jar, need I say more. Tribal Infecting Virus because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, targets. You had 5 targets, I think, in this deck for that card. So you ran Swords for stalling. MST was at 1 at the time. Call the Haunted was at 1. Torrential Tribune was at 1. Ring of Destruction just 1 new games. Thousand Eyes Restrict just duh. That was just such a broken fusion card back then, and the meta back then was so slow that you could run this. But this deck really holds a lot of sentimental value in real life. Me and my brother ran it. We had so much fun with this deck. We topped events with. I know we topped a couple of local events with it, but it was just such a fun deck. And I hope you guys remember scapegoat format, and remember that this meta could be a lot busted. How would you like somebody to Thousand Eyes restrict your Big Eye and then use Big Eye? That'd just be crazy, I think, if that ever happened. But whatever. Till next time, everybody. Take care. Remember, the meta could be a lot of worse stuff out there that could be really broken. You want to go to Dark Arm Dragon or Scapegoat format or Yada Lock. So remember that. Have fun dueling, though, and take care, everybody. Seto Kaiba, out. Happy 100th upload.